Thọ Phang Cô Yi, cứ bé bên Jane, đã tận trà sư phụ. Sư phụ lý sư lê nụ để bé chúng mô sư phụ để bé đã tận trà sư phụ. We were looking for a pastor. And I remember we were in a board meeting, and Sư Tông Sai said, nó ta sư phụ nụ nha sư lê nụ lại. Thì có chúng bảo có hư mong, thế thì bộ càng lưu bé từ sư phụ. And I wasn't sure if he was joking or if he was serious. So I turned to him and I looked and I said, Sifu Nunya, you mean Dr. Nunya, right? You mean the pastor that everybody requests for Valentine's banquet? Sifu, everybody wants to go ask for their missions conference? Sifu, the pastor that has that deep voice on the radio, and thousands of people hear him in Vietnam, in Laos, in China, in Thailand, everywhere? You mean that pastor? I think he's overqualified for our little church. But if you really want me to try, let me try to bribe him. So that evening, I called Sifu Nunya. I called him on the phone. I said to him, would you consider being our pastor? He's like, who are you? Right? He doesn't know who I am. Like, who are you? Tell me about your church. So I started telling him about our church. And I said, well, in Georgia, you're going to there. You don't have to worry about snow anymore, right? Because you need snow anymore. Not only that, that's who Georgia no more. They don't have my zone go hele. She tell us, look like Georgia no more. They don't my josa, the beautiful blossoms. And you'll see flowers everywhere. That's what I told him. Not only that, but let me tell you this, Pastor. We just bought a church. So you're going to big there. You don't have to worry about because we just bought one. And then I went on to say, well, not only that, but church, every Sunday, you go too late that you won't have a seat to sit. So everybody has to come early. And then finally, Pastor, we have a parsonage. So when you come with us, you don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay for mortgage because you can live in our parsonage. Not only that, but we would love you and your family. So come. That's what I told him. So, okay, your toy you go ha. It's only going there. So March 23rd, 2018, you pay to do my team go pay off Pagoyi. Sifu Hana, Sifu to Shape Punjab, who Victory Hmong Alliance Church. After he preached, he met with the congregation, and then we got into a meeting room, and we wanted to talk and negotiate, right, to see if he would be willing to be our pastor. And then he sat next to me, and he pulled out this piece of paper, and I looked at it. It was a list from our conversation, right? He had a list of so who promised him. So he went down one by one, right? He said, on the phone you said that you have beautiful mountains. All I see is a big rock mountain. It's not that pretty. He put a big X on number 1. Ôi yo, cũng mà phun cho mũ leo cho nó ăn. Tao mày lên. We went to number 2. He said that there's green trees everywhere and flowers everywhere. But you didn't tell me about all these little yellow things floating in the air. It's making me sneeze everywhere. My eyes are itchy, watery. Not only that, but you said that Georgia was the peach state. Right? So you put a big X on number 2. We went to number 3. He said, you told me that you bought a new church. But you didn't tell me that the church is older than me. The church is about to fall apart. No air conditioning, window unit soon. Right? So he put a big X on number 3. He went to number 4. He said, you told me on the phone that all your seats are full every Sunday. But you didn't tell me that you only have 50 seats. That's why it's full every Sunday. Right? So he put a big X on number 4. And he said, on the phone, you told me that there would be a parsonage for me to live in. But you didn't tell me that it was an old mobile home that had roaches and rat poop everywhere. The mobile home people had more everywhere. You didn't tell me that. So he put a big X on there. And he went to the next one. He said, on the phone you told me that your congregation would love me, love my family, and take care of me. And this time you didn't put an X. You put a big check mark. And he said, where can I sign? When can I begin to be a pastor? And that was who Tswv Npawv was. He didn't care about nice cars. He didn't care about a nice big house. All he really cared about was love. He chose to get lucid. And Tswv, they came and joined us. And he poured their love, their heart, their soul into our church. And when they poured those things into our church, God started pouring God's blessing on our church. And then, that was 2018. When he joined our church, when he joined our church, we had 39 families. Today, we have 101 families. 2018, when he joined our church, we had 132 members. Today, 397 members. 2018, when he came to join our church, we were worshiping in an old restaurant. Today, we worship in a real church. 2018, when he came, we were all Hmong only. Today, we have Migatlan, white. We have Hispanic, May. We have Chinese, Shou. And our latest, we have Korean, 2018, this past year, these are God's blessings for our church. But it started from a small seed of love. It has grown. Be a very fruitful tree in the eyes of God. And I thought maybe it was because the time I had called him and I had bribed him. But it wasn't because I called him. But it was because God called him. God had a purpose and a plan for him to come into Georgia to help this church grow. And today, his work is done. So God has called him home. The children, follow in your dad's footsteps. Go to church. When we see Sunshine and Amanda and Angel, not the church. It's like seeing your mom. Jeremiah, Josh, and Josiah, not the church. It's like seeing your dad. We can't replace your parents. That's your big no. Be your bang me. Be your toe me. Be your room me. The young me, ya me, jaw me. Jay la la. Be your jaw me jay. Bang jay, your jaw me jay. Bang jay, your jaw me jay. Thập coi nó cho chị là cái phần trình cái chị này Victory Hmong Alliance Church. Họ cho chúa phần trình all the churches, thank you. Họ cho ta cho sư phụ nạp sư phụ all the pastors and their spouses, thank you. Họ cho chúa to call you for to change all the friends and family, thank you. Họ cho thơ trả sư là thơ trả sư. Thank you. When you heard that we lost our pastor, you came by to stay by our side. And you know, basically, one gym was charged up. You made to get loop. But how much you from Gomo to make tour and to do? You made loop. You say, I know, I pull habit.
It's been such an honor and privilege to be able to serve and do life with Tswv Npawv and Tswv. These 6 years, it may seem short, but to us, we've done so much life together. We've done so much together. And it seems like we've been together for a lifetime. We're so blessed. We're so blessed. We are so grateful that the Lord brought them to us, and the impact that they made within Victory the last lifetime. Sunshine, Amanda, Angel, Josiah, and Jeremiah, we know that you guys have endured a lot. You guys have sacrificed so much for your father and his ministry and for the Lord. And we have seen your strength, we have seen your perseverance, and we praise the Lord that He will continue to be with you guys. And I know that your parents brought you guys to Victory, to Georgia, for a purpose. Because you guys are our family. And we are going to continue to be here for you guys, and we're going to continue to do life together. And God is going to lead us and guide us. We love you guys so much, and we're so proud of you guys.